Chapter 35. A shadow, a star, and an oracle. A gray sky loomed above, dark mud stretched below, and a never-ending sea of red surrounded it all. Amid this surreal landscape, two striking young women wandered through the coral maze. One appeared fragile, with golden hair and clouded blue eyes that stared vacantly ahead. She wore a plain tunic and simple sandals, with a cloak the color of ocean waves draped around her. The other moved with the grace of a predator, tall, slender, and alert. Her hair, the shade of silver silk, framed a sharp face and keen gray eyes. Dressed in makeshift garments fashioned from black seaweed, her lithe body was left mostly uncovered, bare feet silent on the coral paths. Connecting them was a shimmering golden cord. Sunny watched in silence, awestruck. Incredible, like a living painting. Then reality kicked in. Wait a minute, actual people. I found actual people. If those two were Nephis and Cassie, then that strange orange light he'd seen earlier must have been theirs, which meant they knew how to reach the tall coral hill, which, in turn, meant he might not end up flattened by the rising tide. Okay, what now? Socializing wasn't exactly his strength. In fact, he was more likely to make people uncomfortable than win them over. That was under normal circumstances. Now, after 4 full weeks of actively irritating everyone at the academy, nice going, genius. Still, he wasn't entirely useless. In a world crawling with nightmares, an extra set of hands was a blessing. And not just any hands, he could scout, sneak, and fight. Surely they'd see the value in that, right? He sighed, slipped into the shadows, and began making his way toward the clearing. Within a minute, he reached it. Staying hidden, he observed Cassie, leaning on a wooden staff, moved slowly across the clearing until her hand found Nephis' shoulder. Why'd you stop? Nephis offered her support and glanced toward the dimming sky. It's getting late. An awkward silence passed between them before Cassie asked softly, "Should we turn back?" Nephis blinked and replied after a beat, "Yes." Sunny chuckled to himself. Strong and silent, huh? Then he frowned. Okay, time to say hello. How hard can it be? It's not like I'm asking them out. Although, maybe just the one? Wait, what am I even thinking? Just talk to them. But storming out of the shadows unannounced? Probably a quick way to get skewered. So he chose the safest route. He directed his shadow to emerge first, right into Nephis' line of sight. He could almost feel its sarcasm as it obeyed. As soon as it stepped into the open, Nephis moved. Her hand flashed sideways, and a long, gleaming sword appeared in her grip. She lowered into a stance, the blade ready. Even before the shadow moved a second step, her steely eyes locked onto it. The shadow froze. Cassie shifted nervously. "Neph, what is it?" Nephis didn't respond at first. "There's a shadow." Cassie's face turned pale. "A shadow? Are they scavengers?" Nephis tilted her head. "No, it's a human shadow." Cassie, confused, asked, "A human shadow? What's it doing?" After a moment's pause, Nephis said flatly, "It's waving." Silence followed. Then Cassie asked, incredulously, "What?" "I said it's waving." "I heard you, but why?" Nephis looked uncertain. Could be a distraction, a trap. That was Sunny's cue. He stepped from his hiding place and spoke up, trying for a friendly tone. "Actually, I just wanted to make sure you didn't stab me before realizing I'm not a monster." Immediately, Nephis turned toward his voice. Her blade adjusted slightly. "If you're human, why were you hiding like a stalker? Come on, I'm not a creep." Sunny swallowed. His curse wouldn't let him lie, even to save face. "Well, you're changing star after all." I was a bit intimidated. Her expression was unreadable, but he'd used her true name for a reason. Only a real human would know it. Cassie tilted her head. "Is that the boy who sat with me in the cafeteria?" Sunny smiled. Nephis glanced at her companion. "You know him?" Cassie nodded. "I recognize his voice. That's Sunless. He ranked second to last at the academy, just above me." Nephis frowned thoughtfully. "The pervert. Sunny's smile vanished, replaced with a scowl. Seriously? Cassie hesitated, unsure how to respond. Hey, I'm not really a pervert. I just said a few things to a few people. Big misunderstanding. Nephice was quiet for a few seconds, then finally dismissed her blade. All right, you can come out. Sunny limped from the shadows, calling his own back. The shadow returned, trembling with silent laughter. He raised his hands peacefully and stopped a few steps away. Nephice examined him. What happened to you? He glanced at his battered body and winced. Ran into a carapace scavenger. Her eyes narrowed. You survived. Sunny straightened. Didn't just survive. Killed it. He gestured to his rucksack, full of monster meat. Nephice reevaluated him. There was a glint of approval in her eyes. Defeating an awakened beast with nothing but dormant power? That was impressive, even suspicious. Sunny scratched his neck. It was wounded already. Nephice shrugged. A kill's a kill. Good work. Then she went silent again. Luckily, Cassie spoke up. Are you badly hurt? He shook his head. Just bruises, ribs, leg. I'll recover. My armor helped. He wasn't worried about them stealing it. Memories couldn't be taken by force. They vanished if the owner died. Well, unless someone tried torture. But he doubted these two would go that far. He cleared his throat. I was heading to the tall hill with the coral pillar before the fight. But I slowed down after that. Do you know how to get there? Cassie smiled. We spent the last few days up there. We were just about to head back. Nephice said nothing, eyes scanning the sky. Sunny bit his lip. Think I could tag along? Cassie looked to Nephice. Neph. Nephice studied him silently, then said, No. Sunny froze. Problem. Really? Must you pause like that? Relieved, he grinned. Great, thanks.